What will happen globally the next 5 years? That is the reading for today. I wanted to do something different and not solely focus on your own personal development. I've got a very strong feeling that the next 5 years we will see significant shift, a significant change, and yeah, I will ask Spirit if they can give us a guidance of what we can expect the next 5 years. Now, I watched very interesting some interesting videos from a professor. I think he's called Professor Young or something. He lives in Canada and he teaches, amongst things, about how power is showing up in our society, and it's of course due to teaching he's doing at I guess it's at the university or something. I haven't put myself very thoroughly into it, but yeah, I think he's teaching on maybe a master degree or something, how the structures of society and of course the development of how our society will look like in the future, based upon of course how the society has developed in the past. So if you think that there are significant change, that there has been significant changes throughout generation, that is absolutely a lie. You know, the structure maybe look different now than maybe 100 years ago, but the families and the ones that are ruling our society is still the same. So there are no different, and we can, and he in one of his videos, he amongst things said that we can trace it as far as back to the Roman Empire. So yeah, the modern society as we see it today can be traced as far as back as the Roman Empire, and that is very interesting. Now he is also talking about, especially in the West, we will see yet again an economic collapse, and I read actually today an article from an independent publisher in my home country that published today actually an article about the forthcoming collapse of the Western economy. And I don't want to alarm you, but I want each and everyone to be aware that this collapse is coming. So yeah, that is maybe what I can tell you for sure before I draw the cards. But let's see. What the message from Spirit is. Yes, as you can see, there's no oracle cards or anything anything extra today. Just my tarot deck I really like this runic tarot deck. I got it from a subscriber of mine. Thank you so much, Elisabeth, for this lovely deck. And it's because there are runes on this this deck, and yeah, the runes are old, an old way of predict the future. So it's from the Vikings, and yeah, that is why I you know that the Vikings, especially, I think they were very superstitious, and unfortunately, of course, it was not maybe sustainable, the way of living, but the way that this period departed was extremely cruel. So if you know a little bit about Norse history, you know that one of our first kings, he of course he wanted to in my home country we were divided in many small kingdoms, and he wanted to collect the entire country and be the sovereign of each and every county. But he did it in a very violent way, and of course he paid with his own life, and at the same time he christened Norway, and our old traditions and our old way of honoring the gods disappeared. And maybe that is also how many continents have been discovered, you know, by the center of Europe. They wanted to discover the world, and they traveled, and they brought with them their culture, and they didn't as I said, with a history from my own home country, they didn't accept and take consideration of the culture that they came to. They brought with them violence, diseases, and forced people, ancient people that had lived in these areas for many generations to obey and be enslaved because of their own greed, and they did it with in a violent thing, and we still see this happening today. So let's see. I've already shuffled. I have not looked at the bottom of the deck card, so let's see what will be happening the next 5 years globally. So we start with the Page of Swords, enlightenment. A new conscious beginning. A new conscious beginning is happening the next 5 years. Maybe it's ourselves as human beings, that we understand that we have the means to take more control of our own lives, and we have the means to take back our power. See double Manas runes at the back here, and Manas is the rune of manifestation. Maybe there's something about believing. See the clouds that maybe have been, it feels like it has been a rainy day for maybe generations. We will see a shift of energy. Okay. Globally, what will happen the next 5 years? Thank you, Spirit. Can you give us some guidance? What will happen the next 5 years? Okay, so we'll have 5 cards now. I don't think I need. I don't think I will need anything more right now. We'll look at the bottom of the deck. That will be the outcome after the 5 years. So let's see. 9 of Pentacles. You have the fifth rune. Power. Something about taking, as I said, taking back the power. Regenerating. Regenerating. It feels like the destruction of power. You can see a lot of ancient weapons here. You know, the spear, the sword. That to me is the old forces, you know, that you fight back with every resources that you have at hand. You have the owl here. Let's see. Queen of Cups, Dagas with the breakthrough, and Algis with the protection. Strength, again the polar bear. Again the polar bear. Oh, the star. Wow. Slaying the dragon. I feel the dragon is, of course, the old way of thinking. It's maybe the old power that still wants to keep things in control as the way that it always has been. But here you say Thor is holding the boat and protecting the humans from the Midgard worm. And the last one, yes. The Ten of Swords. Finally. We have the Manas rune again, the Othala, that is talking about the ancestral wound. You have the Ansus rune, power of the mind, Gebo and Isa period of reflection and stillness. And the T-was rune with victory. This is a warrior rune. So it's interesting that we start with a card with a number 9, and we are in the year number 9 now. When you add up 2025, you get the number 9. Now, 23rd, in 5 years we are in 2030, and that will be the number 5. 5 and 5 equals 10, so that is a very interesting spirit. You are very, you are interesting, I must say. Numerology, and in the numerology. Now, I will take a little pause and see the spiritual meaning of the polar bear. Just a minute. Okay, so this is interesting, and we have the strength card, and the polar bear spiritual meaning is strength, resilience, courage, and ability to thrive in harsh conditions. It's about endurance and perseverance through challenges. The wisdom to find inner sources for healing and growth. So I feel that there are healing and growth that will go on the next 5 years, because we have the Queen of Cups. So it to me, this signifies that the next 5 years we will go from this maybe fight and flight energy into a more nurturing energy with the Queen of Cups here. Maybe we will honor our emotions more, and understand that the universe, the spirits are always trying to encourage us to live our best life. There's something about this beautiful color blue that the dress she has on herself. Of course, blue is the color of royalty. To me, this also maybe feels a little bit like the alignment of as above, so below, you know? You understand the attraction. You understand the attraction from the consciousness. The thoughts you put out reflects back to you. I feel that this is the energetic shift, that we go from the masculine energy into the feminine energy of being more soft and be more caring, and as I said, not the fight and flight, the survival mode. We are going into a period of more nurturing. And I feel that after these 5 years, there's an end. Maybe from 2030, we will see a significant change consciously. A change that has been hanging over us for generations, as with masculine energy. We have taken back the power of our mind, taken back the power of maybe understanding. We have understood maybe the lies that we have been told for generations. Now, unfortunately, with the Ten of Swords here, I feel that maybe this is talking about an end of a civil war, or a conflict, a war conflict that is going on. We have, of course, two prominent conflicts that is most talked about in the media. There is, of course, the conflict in Ukraine and the conflict in Gaza. But there are many other conflicts going on behind the scenes that unfortunately are not as in the public as it should. And that is, of course, the non-violent conflict, that are going on. You know, the conflict with still fighting for our rights. You know, that in the West we think that we have a democracy, you know, because we are still able to vote, but behind the scenes our votation doesn't matter at all. It's just a camouflage to think that we live in a free world and think that we have influence on the political wave, and yeah, it's just a camouflage. So I feel that in the next 5 years will be a pivotal point where it will be even more important than ever to fight for a softer society. I watched a lot of movies from the US now, and I must say I'm really worried for their society. And I also watched this Professor Young, as I said, from Canada, and he also tells the same, that it has been difficult to survive even in countries that has so-called are countries of democracy, because it's not the power to the people, it's the poverty to the people. You understand? It's not the politicians are not interested in power to the people, they are interested in the poverty to the people. And that is what we people are understanding now. And it's time to collaborate with the universe, with spirit, and understand the universal law that we are We have so much power within ourselves that we can slay this. We can slay this worm. Reminds me of The Hobbit. You know, the awakening of the dragon. I've forgotten its name, but you can maybe think about the ones that are ruling the world as that that dragon, because he was laying in this cave in the mountain, and he was guarding all the gold. And yeah, but in the end the people, they won, but of course their village was destroyed, but their village wasn't functioning either way. So yeah, let's see what is the outcome. Yes, the outcome is that all the lies will be exposed. All the lies will be exposed. You will see finally through the veil all the lies that you have been told. Maybe there is someone that or some channel that will expose. We had, once upon a time, we had WikiLeaks, and unfortunately Julian Assange was persecuted for years because of that he revealed to the public something that shouldn't be secrets that the government didn't want us, the people, to know. And we still have an unsolved issue about a person named Snowden, and he revealed that we are all under surveillance. Okay, so the lies will be exposed. Interesting reading. I will try to maybe look into this maybe in 6 months time to see what more we can what more messages we can get about this next 5 years. So I thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again in another reading very soon. Bye for now.